Where am I in the richness?
This is the most pathetic shulker I've ever seen.
Are you kidding me? I thought I was the richest player on the Lifesteal SMP, but this shulker wasn't even enough to slightly impress Rekrap. So I'm taking it seriously this time. I'm talking a stack of netherite blocks, a stack of conduits, loads of beacons, heavy cores. I'm gonna go absolutely crazy with this, and then at the end, Rekrap can review its value again. So I think starting easy is going to be the best strat, which means I'm going for netherite. Using this machine, I can blast a massive area and find loads and loads really easily. Plus, it's pretty quick and easy to build. The machine is now ready, and all I have to do is wait here for it to do its thing. The machine is now done, and look at all of this ancient debris it's revealed. Yeah, this is OP. Time to get really, really rich. And that is a job well done. 10 stacks of ancient debris. Surely that will be enough. I've covered such a massive area looking and looking for it. And even so, there's still the odd one here and there that I've missed. Now to get all of this smelted, and now I have a grand total of 18 netherite blocks. It's a good start, but there's still a lot of room for improvement. I've already got a ridiculous amount of diamonds. I don't know if there's much point in me getting more. But after blasting up hundreds of tunnels looking for people's bases, I've been left with a ridiculous amount of diamonds on the ground everywhere. So grabbing loads and loads is going to be really, really easy. I've just done 20 minutes of exploring, and already I have like 18, 19 stacks, which is quite a ridiculous amount. So I think I've got more than enough diamonds to get a pretty good valuation from Rek. Kind of feel like I've got way too many diamonds for this shulker, but I have got an idea. What if, instead of these stone walls, they were all made of diamonds instead? Yeah, I've really gone all out here. Did you think Rekrap will mind? I'm sure it'll be fine. I think the place looks quite cool. I also have all this gold in this shulker box, which I'm not really sure what to do with it. So how about, instead of this being a tunnel that just goes nowhere, it is instead a gold-plated passageway that leads straight to the Team Apocalypse poster. Let's be honest, this looks absolutely unbelievable, and it is available on lifesteal.shop. It's also been hand-signed by me, Minitech, Rekrap, and Clown. You'll never get another poster with all 4 of our signatures on. It also took us ages. I think the design is absolutely amazing, and you can get it at the link in the description. Wonderful. Don't know how Rek will feel about the base upgrade, but I know he will like the poster edition. And before, he criticized me for not having any deep slate emerald ore in my valuable shulker box. So I'm first going to steal his deep slate emerald. He'll never know, will he? And then I need to try and get a stack of this, which doesn't sound super difficult, but this is basically the rarest block in the game. It is ridiculously hard to find loads and loads of them. They only generate in mountain biomes. Now, the Cherry Grove does count as one of them. But on top of that, if there's a dripstone cave or a deep dark below or a lush cave, then they won't generate either. But this is basically the prime level to get them. Technically, you can find them as low as level -16. And then you can kind of get them up to this height, but then once it goes to stone, it'll just be a normal emerald ore. So yeah, this is tough to find. I mean, look, diamonds, no problem. I think we've got enough of them for today. But yeah, basically, it's something ridiculous. Like, for every 1 million blocks in a Minecraft world, you'll get 1 deep slate emerald. Yeah, and I want to find 64 of them. I mean, no matter what I do, if I can get a few, Rek is going to be very, very impressed. It's going to drive the value right up. So I really need to lock in and find as many as possible. There's good potential over here, because if this mountain doesn't have a massive deep dark under, then it will be a prime spot, and at the very least I can strip mine a bit. And as long as the biome in the top left says one of the mountain biomes, which a meadow does count as that, as does a snowy slopes, then we have a chance. But now we've gone and we're in deep dark, so I kind of just have to stick over this area. So yeah, there's lots of places with great potential. I just have to find them. No, we don't want regular emerald ore like this. This seems perfect. No sign of a deep dark. Well, never mind, but it's still a prime area for hunting these down. Beautiful. It's 2. No way. Is it 3? I didn't know you could get 2 together. Okay. That has just tripled my total. At least I know they're findable. I need to kind of stay away from the deep dark stuff, but there are ones around here. Aha. Another one spotted. And I now know this is going to take me a while, but it is possible. So yeah, I'm just going to get busy searching as much of the land as I can and see just how many I can find. And with that, I have an entire stack of deep slate emerald ore, which is actually kind of crazy. It felt like it took forever. But what did really help is I found this massive meadow area, which just goes on and on and on. It goes into mountains, and it had caves below that weren't deep dark, and you can get emeralds in meadows. So yeah, that's how I found a lot of them. The shulker's now starting to look pretty good. That really raises the value. Lots of diamonds as well is fine. But I think there's something important that I should have one stack of each, and that is mob heads. So far we have 16 dragon heads, 23 wither, and then 2 regular skeleton ones. So I'm going to build a farm that will allow me to get thousands and thousands of them per thunderstorm. And as well as that, since it's technically impossible to farm the dragon heads, I'm also going to do some serious searching to find loads of them. And because end cities are usually in a grid, once you've found one, you can easily find loads more really fast. Now, once I mine up this, I already have half a stack of the dragon egg, and I'm going to keep searching for another 32. I found a random wither at an end city, so I might as well take it out because it's basically just going to give me a free nether star, which can be added to the box of treasure. And now I've also got a stack of the ender dragon head. I also don't know what I'm going to do with all of these elytra, but hey, I thought they might be useful for a rainy day. And now I can focus on grabbing all of the materials to build a truly insane mob head farm. At long last, I have every single needed material. I also need this full shulker of healing, which will be used to keep the creepers alive, and with that, I am ready to get to work building. The farm's also going to involve a bunch of wolves, so I've got these ones ready. And I also need 32 cats as well, so I'm just going to breed as many of them as I can. So initially for this farm, I'm going to build a normal mob farm over on this side, and a creeper farm over there, which will supply the charge creepers that I need to blow up the mobs to get loads and loads of mob heads. So this right here is the platform that the mobs are going to spawn on. The scaffolding is going to prevent any spiders from spawning, and there's going to be a cat underneath the scaffolding and then a wolf on top, and those mobs will scare everything to run to the middle. And whatever doesn't get scared by those will be attracted to the turtle egg. It should be pretty foolproof, and there's going to be 2 layers of this in total. The first set of wolves are now in, and the second ones are on the way. There we go, they're all now in position. And I also now have all of the cats that I need, so I'm going to get them into place too. That is all of them exactly where they should be, which means I can now close off the roof, and this side is completely done. So now I'm going to do the other side, which is dedicated purely to spawning creepers. That is 3 layers now complete, and with 12 cats remaining, I'm going to do 3 more. Finally, all 32 cats are in, and with the roof now added, both of the farms are done. And so now I can get on with the bit that's actually complicated, which is the mechanism that turns the creepers into charged ones and then processes them so that I can easily get the mob heads. I've put a hopper minecart inside of this waterlogged leaf block, and if I go ahead and flick this lever, it dispenses a boat, and whenever a creeper blows up, it'll break the boat, which will then release another mob. So it's basically a way to make the farm automatic. The beacon is going to be one that gives me regeneration. That way, I never have to worry about dying if I'm AFK. And I'll also need to get another one here, which will be resistance 2. But for that, I'll need to take out another wither. And you know what? I'll do it right now. I'll just very quickly spawn him in, splash strength, and take him out. Okay, that was really, really easy. So let's get that crafted. And then, yeah, this beacon is going to be, when it eventually activates, it's going to be resistance 2. And basically what's going to happen is I'm going to stand here. Charge creepers are going to blow up, defeat the mob that's here, and get me the mob head. They're going to come down those chutes. And thanks to the regeneration beacon and the resistance, I will never die. In theory. I've said those words before, haven't I? Anyway, let's just get this fully built. And that is all of the redstone on the overworld side completely done. Looks a little bit complicated, but basically it's just a mechanism that will separate the mobs out. And the scaffolding means that they don't die to entity cramming as well. The tripwire hook stops too many coming through. And the actual way they get separated is thanks to snow golems. So I'm going to drop a couple into here, and they'll just throw snowballs at the creepers on this side. And over here is where the general mobs that come from that farm will be split. So yeah, this side's completely done. It's all sorted, but we've got to get the nether side sorted now. Because basically we need a system that sends the mobs to the nether one by one, and also processes them on the other side. So the way this side works is that any mobs come through either this portal or this portal here, depending on whether they're coming from the creeper farm or the general mob head one. From there, dispense minecarts will take them all around and deposit them in this portal, which is actually a lazy chunk just outside the border. And then later on, there'll be a button that'll allow me to load the mobs and send them all through and get loads and loads of mob heads. That basically allows me to stockpile up mobs ready for a thunderstorm. So yeah, that part of the farm is now done, and up here I'm going to build the bit that farms piglins so that this farm also gets me piglin heads. Yep, this farm has everything. This crimson nylium is where all of them are going to spawn. The moss carpets prevent any hoglins from spawning, and these soul torches scare the piglins away and make them run into this area where they'll eventually get picked up by a minecart and sent into that portal. Thanks to a load of carved pumpkins in this dispenser, piglins that walk through here will get one on the head and they'll just never despawn. So finally, all that's missing is a spawn platform up at sky limit, and the farm is done. Plus, you can already see loads of piglins spawning down below. Yep, it is working. So everything's fully ready, but I can't really do much until a thunderstorm happens. Basically, down below there, loads and loads of creepers are spawning, and this minecart sends them into the nether one by one so that they're nicely split up. The exact same thing is happening over here with these mobs, and if I head through, I really hope I haven't got the portal linking wrong. The piglins are ready for me to get those heads, and the general mobs are over here. These are the ones that will get taken out and I'll get those heads. And the creepers are here, and these are the ones that will become charged creepers. So depending on how many heads I want, I put that many stacks into the barrel. Now, because I want a crazy amount, I'm going to put loads and loads in there. And flicking this will get the farm going. So as you can see, creepers are going round. Now, at the moment, they're being deposited because I'm here. But when I'm not here, these portals won't be loaded. So the rest of the mobs won't come through until I push this button. Then it loads them in, and they get pushed into the water. I don't know how a piglins managed to get in, but yeah, they safely stay there. And when a thunderstorm happens, they'll all get turned to charged creepers, and the snow golems will split them up. At the moment, they're not doing anything because this tripwire is activated. If I go ahead and just open that for a second, you'll see it comes down. The snow golem throws a snowball and it goes in, and that splits them up beautifully. So yeah, the entire farm is ready. All I need to do is wait for a thunderstorm. I've waited for a few hours, still no thunderstorm. But when I look at my treasures, another thing I want more of are these conduits. So as long as I don't go to the nether, the mobs will be fine, they won't unload. And once a thunderstorm occurs, I can just head straight back over there. In the meantime, I'm going to go to various shipwrecks, grab buried treasure maps, and get absolutely loads of the heart of the sea. I'd like to get a stack if possible, but ultimately, I'll just keep searching till I get a thunderstorm, so it could be any amount of time. Already, I'm up to a grand total of 10 of the Heart of the Seas, and still no sign of a thunderstorm. No, it's a beautiful sunny day. I've now made it to a grand total of 32, and still no thunderstorm. I might actually get a stack at this rate before we get any lightning, but anyway, it doesn't matter. Guys, I've just been flying around to go to another treasure map. I've just seen a lightning strike. This is my moment. Unfortunately, I'm like the opposite end of the map. We've got a long way to go. I can't really go through the nether either. Thankfully, I do have the trident elytra. Are you kidding me? That lasted for like 2 minutes. Why did I have to be so far away? Like, I've literally just got back to the mob farm as it stopped raining. There's no way. Well, on the positive side, I do have a lot of Heart of the Seas. So I guess I'll get back to work and get the remaining ones. And there we have it. The final one has been found. And it started raining, so just in case this becomes a thunderstorm, I'm going to wait here because I'm not getting caught out again. And the rain has now stopped. So, to go with all of those Heart of the Seas that I got, I'm now going to AFK at this crazy Nautilus farm that I built quite a few months ago, actually. And if I just AFK here, it seriously just spawns a ridiculous amount of drowns. Guys, I saw a lightning strike. It's happened again. This time it was straight away. Please, please make it in time, SP. Come on. Where's your trident? Get it out. It's so annoying that the entire journey is through snowy biomes, by the way. I can't use my trident. All right, this is better. Let's get moving. I can still see lightning strikes as well. That's a good sign. Whatever you do, don't crash into a mountain, SP. Okay, see the farm up ahead. First things first, we need to load the mobs. I think we press this button. They're all in. Okay, okay. Maybe there's a few too many mobs here, guys. All right, we've had a few entity crammers, but for the most part, you know, we're doing okay. All right, now we just need a lightning strike to hit the lightning rod. Maybe I should have got a trident for this. One game, one lightning strike. That's all I'm asking for. I'm also gonna heal the creepers. Oh, it worked! It happened! Oh my goodness! I kind of missed it. I saw a lightning behind me, and it happened. Okay. We have charged creepers. Oh my goodness. I didn't think I'd get this far. Okay, so we turn automatic farming on, and I believe we just release the first mob. Come on. Okay. We've got a few more than we bargained for. And then I think I just stand here. And look at that. They blow up. There we go. Charge creeper. Blows it up. And it just keeps working like that. Another one comes through. Blows it up. We're getting more than one mob because there's a bit of a backlog at the moment. But that will soon clear itself. You still only get one head. But we are getting them. Look at this. Head by head. They're coming through and all I literally have to do is stand here and watch the mob heads roll in. Yeah, you only get one mob head per explosion. You can't like explode multiple mobs with one creeper and get loads. Which is why getting loads of mob heads is so hard. But with the amount of creepers I've got up there, we are going to have so many. This is also slightly damaging my armor. If I take it off, I'm pretty sure... Yeah, it just does no damage to me because I've got resistance and regeneration. So... might as well preserve the old armor. Or I can hold up my shield. That has the same effect too. Even though the thunderstorm has now stopped, you'll see we've still got charged creepers built up, which is perfect. And it looks like we've actually run out of mobs. Thankfully, just got a stack of those. In fact, yeah, we've got over a stack of everything. That's perfect. Which means all I'm now missing is the piglin heads. So if I turn this portal on, and then I think I switch it to piglin mode, and then I think if this guy blows up, it should send a piglin through. Yes, we've got a piglin, we've got a creeper, and we've got a piglin head. Okay, this is perfect. Now, I don't really know how many piglins I have in there because I didn't really AFK the farm long. Yeah, looks like we've already run out. Okay, so that's fine because I still have a ridiculous amount of charge creepers, which is great. And if I head through here, if I want to get more mobs, I can just add more minecarts. But the charge creepers on the other side should still be fine. So I'm just going to fly up to the top. And then from this platform, we should be getting more. Yeah, look at that. Already they're spawning. And they are running on through. Yeah, I reckon all of these should be enough. The charge creepers are still here because I was in a different dimension. And now, piglins will keep on coming through, getting blown up, and getting me loads of heads. And it seems that we have now run out of charge creepers. I've got loads of piglin heads from that, and this shulker is starting to look really good now. I'm going to take these beacons because I just don't trust somebody else to steal them. I've had my beacons stole before, so there's really no point in me keeping them there. And thanks to spending many hours at the drowned farm waiting for the thunderstorm earlier, I have gained what can only be described as a ridiculous amount of Nautilus shells. So, a stack of conduits really is no trouble at all. Beautiful. It's looking fantastic, but I think there's something else I need to sort out. You see, whilst I was flying around the nether, looking for bastions and gilded blackstone for another project, I came across this area over here. Slabs placed everywhere. And basically, it's just a massive area that is spawn-proofed for a wither skeleton farm. And that's exactly what this is. But this does kind of come with a bit of a caveat. Because wither skeleton farms are banned on Lifesteal. Whoever built this, and I don't know who it is, whoever built this has broken the rules. Now, technically, I'm not building it, so can I use it? I'm not sure, but look at the storage system. Absolutely packed with stuff. The hoppers are full. There's so much loot here. I don't think me taking the loot is a problem. I just happened to find it in a chest. I don't know what this is. Where have all these guys come from? I don't know. Free coal for the rest of my life. And I might as well steal the ender chest as well. To go alongside all those heads, I'm going to grab all of this. Because I want a stack of beacons. So we are going to have to take out 64 withers. Normally not very easy. But don't you worry, because I, SB737, have a plan. Firstly, I'm going to head to the end. And then I just need to go underneath the end portal. Okay, I hear chicken. What on earth has been going on under here? Okay, this should probably work. Basically, I'm going to grab a bit of strength, put some obsidian here, and spawn a wither. As you can see, the wither is currently trapped, and I can very quickly take it out. I could build a fancy machine for this that uses pistons and dispensers to spawn loads at once, but from the fact that all I'm doing is going for 64 of them, I think the time and effort it'll take for me to do that, I might as well just wait for them all to spawn in and then just take them out one by one. I'm in no rush. I've got plenty of time, and it literally, once they finish spawning, takes like 3 seconds for it to be done. So yeah, I'll get to work and get a stack of nether stars. Bit of a mission, but it was pretty easy. We're on the final with her, which is defeated. I've got 64 nether stars. I could do with a bit of extra obsidian. I feel like just mining it at this point is going to be the easiest method right now. And then I can combine that with glass to get a stack of beacons. That is pretty awesome. And I think this is starting to look very, very good. But it's just not quite there. I'm actually meeting Rekrap tomorrow, so I'm definitely running out of time with this. I've taken the horse armor out, plus all the extra ominous keys and the normal keys. I just don't think they're that exciting. I'm thinking if I can pad this with a load of diamond blocks like that, but actually go and collect the diamonds so that they're all stacks, then that'll help. And I think this needs to be a stack of netherite blocks. Then the only other thing is maybe more recovery compasses and heavy cores. To get a stack of heavy cores would honestly take me like another week. I just don't have time for that. But I can certainly get a lot more. And then I'm thinking in this one, we could have every single smithing template upgrade. Look at all of those. I haven't got all of them just yet, but I can definitely get them. So that's the plan. I haven't got long at all until I'm meeting Rekrap. I need to absolutely blow his socks off and prove that I really am the richest Minecraft player on Lifesteal. It's annoying that I can't get notch apples on this server, because a stack of those would have been absolutely perfect. But anyway, my priority right now is to explore a bunch of these tunnels, which will give me every single needed diamond block to finish this project. And that is the end of another tunnel reached. An operation fill the shulker with diamonds. Okay, I've got like 2 stacks of honestly, diamonds are just too easy to get. But yeah, this is looking great. The only other thing I think that can really bring this up now is netherite. I'd love to get a stack of blocks, but I'm worried that might be a little bit too tricky. Rek actually asked me a couple of hours ago if we could do the rating right then. I was like, no, Rek, just hold on, I'll contact you. And since I don't really have the time left to run the massive netherite mining machine, I've decided it's time to move on to plan B. Firstly, I'm going to need a bunch of gunpowder. I know that technically I did build a creeper farm in this video for the mob heads, but I just think this one here is so big, and it already has a bunch of gunpowder in it, so it's kind of a win-win. Whilst it's running, also under here, my stasis chambers are in place, meaning, yeah, we have all the sugarcane we could dream of. We only really need 1 layer at the moment. Then, I'm going to need a new shulker box. I'll craft the paper, and then just wait for this gunpowder to go up a little bit more by spending a few minutes up here. I don't know who's added birchwood. I have no idea. But anyway, this is where we now are. All right, let's see how much we've got. Yep, that ought to do it. That's more than enough. So now the plan, which I think we should have enough inventory space, is to make flight duration 3 rockets. And these, in this instance, are much more useful than flight duration 1. I usually just use flight duration 1 because if I crash into a wall, I've got less chance of dying. But when you see what I plan to use these for, you'll realize that crashing isn't really something to worry about. And now we head back to the nether, but this time not above the nether roof. No, instead, we're going down there. Now, this is actually a strategy that I used last season to get a netherite beacon, and it's pretty effective. I'm going to need a bunch of fire resistance, though. That's going to be quite important. Let's just splash one now and grab a spare one. And basically on Lifesteal, you're allowed to have lava fog off, which means you can see ancient debris very, very easily. And you can see why the flight duration 1 rockets are so rubbish under lava. So, okay, hold on. You know what? Let's just burn these flight duration 1 rockets. See you later. And I'm very curious to see if this actually allows me to get ancient debris faster than I got it from using the machine. I'm pretty sure the machine is quicker because you can literally see everything you want. But then at the same time, with this, there's no need to build up. You just fly straight to it. So I'm honestly, I'm not too sure, but we're just going to get as much as we can. Will this allow me to get up to a stack before Rekrap logs on? I have no idea. But let me tell you this. I am definitely going to give it my best shot, because if I can get a full stack of netherite blocks, then it is going to be game over, and it is going to be the most expensive shulker box he has ever seen. Already, I'm up to my first stack. I know for a fact it was in less than 15 minutes because it didn't even take up 2 fire res potions. I'd quite like to see exactly how long it takes me to get exactly 1 stack, because I tell you what, this does actually feel pretty fast, maybe even faster than the other method. So I'm going to start with an empty hotbar, begin the timer, and let's see how long it takes. I've made it to half a stack in 9 minutes, which is pretty good. Let's see if I can get under the 15-minute mark. Unless I keep finding good spots like these, where it's more than 1 ancient debris together. We do also sadly have the slight issue of me needing to repair my elytra, which is kind of going to slow me down. But yeah, all I can really do is try and keep up as quick of a pace as possible. And if I keep finding ones near each other, then you just never know. Look at that. There's another 2 down there as well. And there we have it. An entire stack in just over 17 minutes, which I'm quite impressed with. The only worry is that if I want to get a full stack of netherite blocks, then I'm going to need an additional 23 stacks of ancient debris to what I've already found. And if every single one takes around 20 minutes, we're looking at about 8 hours of work. So yeah, I don't know how far I'll get. I still really want to impress Rekrap. I mean, the things I'll do to impress Rekrap, I really will go to extreme lengths, won't I? Anyway, let's just lock in and get as much as we can. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, I have 7 stacks and 20 of ancient debris. Now, granted, that is a very, very precise number, but the reason for that is if I smelt all of this and combine it with what I have already, it'll get me exactly 32 blocks of netherite, which I think is a good amount. I'd love to do more, but given the time constraints and the fact that we're meeting Rekrap pretty much any moment now, means that I need to be happy with 32, and I just need to go and get the box ready for presentation. So, let's get back as quickly as possible. I am also thinking the route I take back might as well be under the lava, because I can just pick up extra bits of ancient debris on the way, which surely is only going to strengthen my wealth. Oh my goodness, he's just messaged saying, can we do it now? Right, abort mission. Okay, well, don't crash on the way, SB. Just find the way back. Why is it all nether walls? Forget the lava now. Forget ancient debris. I've got to get back, get smelting, and this is it. This is the moment I've been waiting for. What is Rekrap gonna rate it? I'm gonna be honest. If it doesn't rate it more than $5, I'm gonna be disappointed. I mean, maybe I can understand if he gives it a 5. I expect a $6, which does sound crazy, but this is a pretty crazy shulker box. I don't even know what the max is, technically, that he could give out. All I know is he said that he'd never seen a $4 before, so he's about to witness greatness. My goodness, why is it taking so long to get back? I've got too much to do. At least I've got flight duration 3 rockets. They are helping that little bit just to make me go a little bit further with each rocket. Oh my goodness, he's logged on. He says, where should I meet you? Okay, this is bad. I'm still not back. Come on, SB. Would this be a bad time as well, guys? I've added a quiz under this video. It's a new YouTube feature. I wanted to test it out. And the question in the quiz is, are you subscribed? Yes or no? Now choose the right answer. And if you choose yes, well then congratulations. And if you choose no, you can also see what happens. And then click the subscribe button so you can choose yes. That's what you've got to do. I think if you're on your phone, you have to open the description and scroll down a little bit and it'll be right there. But anyway, I finally made it above the nether and I am extremely, extremely close to being home. I don't know if Rekrap's home at the moment, but I'd be surprised if he is because he hasn't said anything about the base being covered in diamond blocks unless he's just waiting to speak to me about it, but he hasn't said it in chat anyway. Okay, this is amazing. Well, I guess he's just got back. Oh, well, just you wait, Rek. This is only the beginning. What do you reckon? Do we loot the shipwrecks for some final treasures? I really don't need them, do I? All right. He's going to be at the base, so we've got to stall him until I smelt all of the ancient... Oh, I've forgotten where the entrance is. Is it here? No, where's the entrance? All right, we're in. Yes, I just have to distract him. Maybe if I give him a little tour of the base or something, but he's already seen it. It's not ideal.
And he really did the whole thing.
I really did, Rek. I really did the whole thing.
Dude, what's up, SV? This is...
I had a few spare diamonds, you know. Just thought, well, might as well put them to good use, you know.
Yeah, sure. If you got a few spare.
Nice to see you. Nice to see you. I haven't seen you in ages. How are you doing?
Yeah, no, it has been a while. I'm doing pretty well. A little jet lagged still. I have a weird sleep schedule, but I feel pretty good. You're just smelting away?
Just doing a few final preparations, sir. That's all.
Oh, yes, of course.
What do you think of my the gold room I added as well, you know? Just thought
I love it. I like it all. Yeah, no, the poster's really nice. It's such a good poster. Like, oh my gosh.
It is cool, isn't it? I think it's the coolest poster I've ever, like, done anyway, I think.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, SB. Okay, I'm very interested because if there's one person who can get really rich, it's SB737.
It's SB737. I mean, I would say I've outdone myself this time.
Really? Okay.
I mean, you've never seen a $4.
No, I've not. I've never seen a $4 sign. Never, ever.
I'd be very disappointed with a $4 after this effort.
Okay. Well, we'll see if you break it. What did I give you last time? Was it 3?
3, but it was like a reluctant 3 as well.
This is the most pathetic shulker I've ever seen. A reluctant 3.
It's probably a 3, you know. And then to make me feel better, you were like, well, I'm only a 2. I was like, well, that doesn't make me feel better.
Yeah, okay. Well, we'll see how high you get. I've never seen higher than a 4.
Come on, ancient debris, smelt! Hurry up! Just a few questions on the value of stuff. Is the valuable shulker, is there something about, you know, is variety quite important in there? Or is it kind of, would a shulker full of netherite blocks theoretically be the best one you could possibly get, or would one that has a variety of things in be the best?
That's a great question. I think it's more impressive to have like a good variety and have it like look good in the shulker.
Presentation's everything, right?
Yeah, presentation's a lot. Like you got to make sure your shulker box is like colored. You got to like have attachment to it, order things properly. You know, there's a lot of nuance that goes into it.
I need to rethink it. Why won't these go any faster? Okay, we just got 150 seconds left of conversation.
yeah, it'll just take a second. You know, well worth it.
Yeah, honestly, this I just got delayed from getting so many diamonds. Because I was like, oh, it'd be really funny if I just added diamonds to all the walls. And then I was like, I used all my diamonds. I was like, well, I've started now. I better go and get more so I can finish it.
Oh my gosh.
and then I was like, well, I don't have enough for my shulker now. So I went and got loads more for the shulker.
No, I mean, like, if there's priming to, like, getting a good rating, this is definitely the best way to, like, prime the results. You know what I mean?
I'm just whining and dining you right now, Rek. You know.
Yeah, whining and dining.
All right, you are not allowed past this threshold.
Okay. I'll
No spoilers.
Yeah, you know what's exciting about this is I've never even considered even a 4. You know, I thought 3 was the max, to be completely frank.
I'm telling you now. 3 is not the max. I think there's very little I could do to improve this at this point.
Really? Okay.
I know what I could do to improve it, but it's a very small amount of things.
Yeah.
Well, I think I'm ready.
Okay. Can I come over?
I'm ready for judging. Okay. You may now cross the threshold.
All right. Ooh, in the gold room, yes.
In the gold room. Yeah, we'll put it on the floor here.
Okay.
There you go, sir. This must be rated by yourself.
All right. Okay. Let's see what you got.
Thanks.
Oh! What? Wait. What? You got a stack of deep slate emerald ore.
When I said I was taking this assignment seriously, I was not messing about, Rekrap. All right.
Is there? I didn't even think there was a stack on the server.
I did my research.
And you have it. Oh my gosh, I love the stacks of heads. Yo, and then you got the bundles, every armor trim, of course. Love that. Stack of beacons, classic. Nobody else has it. You got a stack. Wait, sorry, I'm just like process. You got a stack of conduits? Like stack of deep slate emerald ore. That's like low-key more impressive than like a stack of netherite blocks, it feels. What? 64 dragon heads.
It might take some time to process this one. Whilst you were, frolicking in Japan, having a whale of a time, I've been working, all right? I've been working hard. Day and night, I've been grinding.
That's insane. Sorry, I'm just looking at this. I haven't even noticed, like, how many diamonds. That's a good amount of diamonds, SB. I like how it frames the whole thing. I love all the heads. That looks so nice. Every single head. Wait, can you do multiple heads per charged creeper? Isn't it only, like, you can do 1 or something?
Yeah, 1 charged creeper per head.
You're a mad lad.
Bro, I built the coolest farm ever to get those heads. Like,
I bet.
It was so cool.
Oh my gosh.
Guys, I'm telling you now, we've got him. All of this work, it's worth it. We're getting $6. Come on, we've got to get $6.
You've outdone yourself here.
Are you saying I have impressed the realtor, Rekrap?
You have impressed the realtor, SB. I've never even heard of a $4 sign. I didn't even know that was possible. You know, I'd seen like some 3 potential. I knew that was possible. Like, is 4 really? Hold on.
Oh, now I got robbed by Rekrap.
Are you ready for your rating? No, I gotta rename the anvil.
Oh.
SB. This is truly generational.
I'm trying to listen to how many times you press the keyboard.
I tried to. Hopefully you couldn't tell.
I couldn't tell.
SB, you are the first 5 out of $5 sign I've ever seen. 5 out of 5. Okay, wow, I didn't even know the rating went that high. To be honest,
I broke the scale.
You actually broke the scale. You set the scale. You set the new bar of like what it means to be rich on a server.
My goodness. Now somebody comes in with 10 diamond blocks and you're like $1.
Yeah. No, it makes everybody else's like less valuable. All right, well, I'm gonna log off. Thank you. Bye.
Bye. All right. Now, time to trap his logout spot. I'm just kidding. But yes, I am very, very happy with $5 signs. I think without a doubt, I am Minecraft's richest player. Especially considering I can't get notch apples or netherite armor on the server. And now, we begin the Apocalypse Empire.